A whopping 95% of entrepreneurs sabotage their own success. Are you one of them? Welcome to the Success Blueprint podcast, where we dive deep into the world of entrepreneurship and success. Join us in uncovering the stories behind the triumphs, challenges, and invaluable lessons learned by today's most inspiring entrepreneurs. From real estate moguls to tech innovators, we explore the secrets to their success and share actionable insights to help you on your own journey. If you're looking to unlock your full potential and achieve your dreams, you're in the right place. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and empowered to take your own entrepreneurial endeavors to the next level. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Success Blueprint, the show where we blend neuroscience, strategy, and mindset to help you build a business and life you actually love waking up to. Now, one of the kind of scary and things that people aren't admitting right now is most entrepreneurs are losing their edge. Not because of the market, yeah, it's turbulent, and it's not because of their team that may be lackluster or underperforming, but it's because of what's happening in their own mind. The good news is, by the end of this video, you're going to know how to flip that switch to reprogram self-belief and to start seeing results like you never thought were possible, so you don't have to be part of that group of 95%. So here's the deal. If you're struggling to close deals, hit revenue goals, or you're simply feeling stuck in your business, this video is for you, because I'm going to be showing you hidden patterns of self-sabotage that most entrepreneurs ignore, why thinking positive actually makes you weaker, and what neuroscience says will actually work, and simple research-backed NLP hacks that rewire your inner dialogue in under 10 minutes a day. And if you stick with me, later I'll reveal the single mindset mistake even seasoned entrepreneurs fall for, and how fixing it can instantly multiply your results. So let's dive in, shall we? I want to start off by telling you a little bit of a story about one of my clients. Let's call him Jake. Jake is a tech entrepreneur. He's a pretty brilliant guy. He's really great at strategy. But for some reason, he's constantly second-guessing himself. You know, like every pitch, every deal, he would hear this little voice in his head saying, "You're not ready, you're not good enough, you're gonna blow it, or you're gonna mess this up." And it was obscene, the amount of times that he was struggling with this when he was going in to do any kind of pitch. He was absolutely capable of scaling $1 million business. He was already putting it in motion. Yet every opportunity he was encountering was starting to slip away because of that very negative inner dialogue. So we got together. He came to me for some help. And what we did was we used a simple reframe. It's an NLP anchoring technique. And within weeks, his confidence wasn't just boosted, it was actually becoming kind of magnetic. Deals were starting to close for him, and even his team's performance was increasing. And this was all because his mindset literally changed his reality, which was a pretty cool thing to witness firsthand. Because here's the first problem that I see over and over and over and over and over and over again with entrepreneurs. It's that entrepreneurs confuse confidence with competence. You see, you think you need to feel ready to take action, but neuroscience says otherwise. In fact, a study in 2019 in the psychological science book literature found that the brain can't actually differentiate between imagined confidence and the real experience. If you act confident, your brain literally starts to rewire itself to be confident. So step one is reframing your inner dialogue from being reactive to directive. You have to stop telling yourself, "I'm not ready," and instead say, "I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm figuring this out." Here, when I change the context, it actually sounds a lot stronger. So, how about you? Ask yourself, has this happened to you? And if it has, drop it in the comments below. I want to hear about your experience and how we might be able to help you with that. So let's move on. Let's talk about some myths, because here's myth number 2 that's really killing results. Positive thinking is enough. Wrong. It is not enough. The brain actually processes positive affirmations only if you truly believe them at the subconscious level. And I learned this the hard way. When I first started off doing all of my work on myself to increase my business and to also help myself, I learned very quickly that affirmations were absolute bullshit if you didn't actually believe them at the subconscious level, which is kind of backwards because you're saying them to start believing them at the subconscious level. So it's a little bit hard. So your mind, when it doesn't believe these affirmations at the subconscious level, in fact, what you do is you create a little rebel inside. Your mind actually begins rebelling because you start thinking about how you don't actually believe that. And that's why repeating, "I'm a millionaire," while secretly thinking about your bills and how you're struggling or you're maybe even broke, it's a total waste of time. Instead, what I do is I teach a pattern interrupt technique combined with future pacing. This is what a lot of other coaches fall short on. They tell you to do the affirmation, but they don't back it up. By doing this process that I do, the pattern interrupt technique with the future pacing, it's a method that is grounded in NLP and supported by research in the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience. So here's a quick example. I had a client who recorded their success anchor. It was a phrase and a gesture that they did together that really made them excited. It was like a power move. And then they replayed it daily while visualizing their real business wins. By pairing these two together, the result was that new neural pathways were literally restructured to align thought, belief, and action, which was a really cool thing to get to see firsthand, because this is something that a lot of people could benefit from. Now, stay tuned because there is one trick left that even top performers tend to overlook. And here's where it gets interesting. Most entrepreneurs work hard, but not strategically. You hear the work smart, not hard scenario? Well, if you're not strategically working on the subconscious level, you're falling short. Neuroscience shows that 70% of your decisions are actually driven by subconscious beliefs, which is kind of crazy because we think that we're in control and we're not. It's the subconscious that's really controlling our decisions, which means that no amount of strategy will fix what's blocking you mentally. It's a little bit sad, but here's the tactical hack: the inner dialogue reframe protocol. This is where you identify the reoccurring negative phrase in your mind. So think of one right now. What's the negative phrase that keeps playing in your mind? Now you're going to challenge it with a logical counter. Think logically. That phrase that you're playing, is it based? Is its foundation solid? Is it in fact? Or is it made up and emotionally based? Challenge it with a logical counter. And then pair that logical counter with a micro action that's anchored to an emotion, positive one. So here's an example. You may think, well, I can't do this pitch. Reframing it. It becomes, I'm learning and every pitch makes me stronger. Then literally step into a posture of power and replay a success memory, whether it be a recent one or one from your past history, whatever it is, replay it. It doesn't have to be necessarily work-oriented either. It doesn't have to have that same context, as long as it's a memory where you felt successful in the moment. See, this combines embodied cognition, NLP anchoring, and hypnotic future pacing. These are all things that are proven to hack self-belief faster than hours of motivational videos on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever you're watching right now. Pretty cool little protocol. Now, one of the things that I want to definitely drive home is that now that you're equipped to recognize and reframe negative self-talk, to use your brain's natural rewiring to your advantage, and to take consistent high confidence action that actually moves the needle, there's a lot of additional resources that are available for you. For anyone that wants a shortcut to a breakthrough, I am offering free discovery sessions. Spots are a little bit limited, but what we do is we dive deep into your specific business mindset blocks. So check the description for the link below and claim your spot today, because your next level starts right now. If you want more, don't stop here. tap for the next video for more NLP strategies for high performers, and comment breakthrough for a special resource that will accelerate your inner dialogue transformation. And remember, subscribe, hit the bell, and join my mailing list for exclusive coaching tools and insights. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today.